What's going on, Eagles Nation? It's your boy Showtime 804 checking back in with y'all. Here it is, game day Sunday against those Cowboys tonight, 8:20 p.m. We're going to go out here and handle our business. But first things first, I wanted to give a special shout out to two guys who've been very influential with me starting off with this YouTube channel, Philly Fresh and Philly Notion. Those two guys, they took the time out of their days, help me, give me little pieces of advice, little tidbits that I can use, to help grow this channel. Much respect to those guys because they didn't have to do that. And I just want to, thank them first and foremost. But getting into this, and also go check those guys' pages out if you can. Philly Fresh and Philly Notion. Those two stand-up guys, if you ask me. And I'm not going to say, nothing about any other Eagle content creator. We all do our own thing in our own right. So just wanted to put that out there. But tonight, game day, I don't know if y'all are as hype as I am, but it's something about when the Cowboys games come on, and Eagles and Cowboys, when we ratchet up a notch. This game, we can't make this game harder than it needs to be. They got a 7th-round pick playing at quarterback tonight. The pressure may be too big for him. He started talking a little greasy this week, to bring the house, and I don't think he wants that to happen to him. This front four we got, they're relentless. Barnett, Graham, Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, Malik Jackson, Josh Sweat. We got guys that's going to come and bring that pressure, and I don't think he wants that. Jim Schwartz needs to be aggressive in this game plan. Don't let this guy get comfortable. We've seen instances where, younger quarterbacks can get off a lot of confidence against us. They start off throwing passes where they completing, 10 straight passes without an incompletion, any kind of sack or turnover. We need to make this guy uncomfortable from their first whistle. I'm talking about we get the ball, we win the toss, defer to them, let them take the offense first, and we take the ball from them. And sending waves of pressure at him, just do not make this guy comfortable. Give him his welcome to the NFL moment. I'm going to give him a hit the same way, Malik Jackson gave Joe Burrow that hit. We just got to come out with the pressure. I mean, blitz when we need to. They do have weapons, so it's not like, that the cupboard is bare for them. So any kind of confidence he can get and get that offense rolling, they are depleted on the offensive line just as we are. Now, the bigger issues with them is they don't have functional tackles. So this is a game where Barnett, Graham, and Sweat, we can tee off. Even Vinny Curry can get a part of this action. We just need to send the hounds, and I mean like from the first quarter to the fourth. Make this game so uncomfortable that Ben DiNucci will never take another press conference and talk smart out his mouth again. One thing that we do have to look forward to, most of you guys know that I'm not a big Nate Gary fan. And I've seen some of my fellow content creators, cut Nate Gary some slack because he leads the team in tackles. I'm not going to do that. Because he may lead the league in tackles. I think he's maybe a top 15 guy in tackles. But those numbers are deceptive. It come with context. Because some of those plays, he's always a half a second to a second too late to the play. So, yeah, he's going to get the tackle. But if he was more instinctive towards the football, those plays could be pass breakups. Teams are looking for him pre-snap to find out where he is so that way they can, hot route, change the play, audible, whatever they need to do so they can put Nate Gary in a situation where he's, not at his best. Nate Gary, he may be a solid football player, but he's not a middle linebacker. If you look at him toward the end of some games, for a middle linebacker, he usually has the cleanest jersey out of all of the 11 guys that are on the field on defense. And like I said, he may very well be a good football player, but he's not a middle linebacker. I see him more as a weak side linebacker in the role that we used to have for Michael Kendricks. And so, him not playing today, we get to use some of our rookies. Sean Bradley, hopefully he gets to start at middle. If not, I think TJ Edwards is going to get that start. But to see Bradley and Davion Taylor get more playing time, I think is going to be beneficial for this team, especially as we get older. Those guys are going to need that playing experience. But back to the game, defensively, we need to control the tempo. We can't have Jim Schwartz reacting to Dallas starts getting positive plays and, they have found something that works for them, and then we'll give them a chance to adjust as we try to counter what they're doing. We need to set the tone from the get-go. Bump and run coverage. You can tell Amari Cooper, a road game against Darius Slay. This is what we got Darius Slay for. Darius Slay's only allowing, I believe, 35 yards a game in his direction. So, keep Cooper under wraps. Press those other two guys, Gallup and Lamb. Don't let them have a good game. They had a pitiful game last week, and we need to keep our foot on their necks because they gave up against Washington. They gave up against Arizona. Don't give them any kind of spark where they can regenerate some momentum going towards the later part of the season. This is our arch rival, and we need to treat them like that. Don't let them give any light of hope. And I'm seeing Cowboy fans talking like, that they're evenly matched with us, and they're not. Like, Mike McCarthy was sitting out of football for a reason. And Dallas was like the first team that jumped up and gave him a chance. The man had coached Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, and he only had one Super Bowl appearance to show for it. Now, you got two Hall of Fame quarterbacks. One Super Bowl is all you get into? Like, no, that's not good. Mike Nolan hadn't called defense since 2014, 2015, but yet he's a defensive coordinator with one of the historically bad defenses in the league. This team is flat out quit. We do not need to give them any kind of hope. If they want to train for Teva or train for Justin Fields, let them do that. But we know what it is. We know how we can handle them. We need to be aggressive. Doug, be aggressive. We got Jalen Reagor coming back. We're getting healthy at the right point in time. We got the bye week next week. Lane Johnson is sitting out, so I was pretty happy for that. So that way, we need him healthy down the stretch as opposed to being, rushing him out for this game. I know he's got a lot of pride and he doesn't like the Cowboys, but him sitting out is probably a good thing for him. It shows that he's not a selfish player like some other players that we have on this team, because now Jordan Mailata has to go to right tackle. And we know who I'm talking about, Jason Peters. Doing what's best for the team, he should have went to right tackle. Don't unseat Jordan Mailata. He's playing good. He's playing well. And you're just going to disrupt his growth in that position because now he's gotten the flip-flop sides. You started the year off at right guard, but all of a sudden you want to hold the team hostage, or I'm playing left tackle, or you give me a raise, or I'm not going to do anything. But that's one thing that we need to fix as a team, is to stop catering to some of these egos. We know when these guys aren't playing good. Put them on the side. Let them earn their spots back. Nothing that should be given to them. And I'm tired of seeing the same guys, holding this team back. You can see in Travis Fulgham, like he's getting diminished role in the offense throughout the start of the game, and then he has to slowly build momentum up. Include him in the beginning stages of the game plan. And they were trying to, the last game, they tried to incorporate Deshaun Jackson too much. Let the game come to these guys. Don't just try to force feed them the ball. Dallas Goedert coming back tonight. I hope they don't force him the ball, even though he is, I think, a top 5 tight end. Let the game come to him. We got plenty of weapons that we can distribute this ball. The ball around. This game isn't one of those 400-yard games for Carson Wentz. He doesn't need to do that. Just take what comes along with you. The defense is flat out quit. There's nothing different that we need to do to, adjust to this team. This team is done. They're dead in the water. They don't see a future for themselves. They know once Dak went out, the head of the snake was gone. So we don't have to worry about them. We just need to stick what we do best. And that's just play balanced football. Give them a healthy dose of Boston Scott. Jason Hundley. I wish Elijah Holyfield was called up this week because Corey Clement is not a running back. He's been relegated now to a special teams contributor. And that's fine. You need those guys on the field. But to try to force him and incorporate him in the offense, that's counterproductive for this team. Greg Ward Jr. Make sure he get the ball in the slot. We've got the pieces in place for a bright future for this team, and we just need to go out there and do that. Some of these guys just need to check their egos at the door, and that's what it is. We just need to go out, get this win, kill all this small talk from them, because Dallas is only talking because it's us. Any other team that they fold up against, you don't hear as much as from them. But because it's us, they feel like they can punk us. And nah, we not going for that. I'm hearing a lot. Now they want to use the injury excuse. Oh, if we got all these players hurt. We've been dealing with injuries for the last 2 years. How you think we feel? They had a healthy team last year, and we sent them home. Case in point. So all this jibber jabber y'all doing it's not helping y'all cause. It makes y'all look worse, and that's why so many people dislike your fans, because of your fan base talking stupid. That's like the Skip Baylesses and the Will Cays of the world. Those are the guys who get the microphone in front of them, and they make it worse for you guys to breathe. But I don't want to give them too much energy. But it's just like they bring that hatred out you. They pull that hate out your heart because it's them. I want, like I said, I want these guys to make Ben DiNucci think about changing sports. You know, give him a headset at the end of the game. I mean, if y'all feel like I feel, then you already know how it is about these Cowboys. But let's go out here, Bird Gang. Let's go get this dub, and we're going to carry it on like that on to the bye week.